Hi everyone, Horace Hearsay here, starting up the channel fresh and new, brand new video. I'm going to show you how to paint this fucking thing. Hetaeron Guard. Now if you want to skip a little bit of fun, there's a little bit of fun, if you want to skip a little bit of fun, then I'll put it in there, how far to skip, be like one of them boxes. Click that. We'll just tell you, skip to that number, just straight on a painting. But you're going to see a little bit of fun. New direction I'm taking the channel. So for those who do like a little bit of fun, stick around. And I'll say the end of it like a proper YouTuber. Thanks for coming to the channel today. And please hit the like button, subscribe and comment to let me know how things are going for you. Oh, I'm doing it again. Right. Mate, yeah, bit of a funny one actually. I've had a call from big fucking Tony down the Forge World. Reckons you've gone and put a fucking request in and start working on Hetaeron Guard. What you gonna do that for? I know I should go fucking work on the rules, and I'm glad that you like them. Right? I'm happy. I want you to like them. I want everyone to agree they're good rules, mate. However, who told you you can get on a big Tony, or any of these boys around here, working on, and tell them to get on making fucking models? Who do you think we are? Okay, well, will you listen to me? I'm listening. No, but are you hearing me though? I'm hearing ya. Okay, thank you, Mr. Workshop, because I just want to see you starting off straight off the bat. I've got a lot of respect for you, so I'm very happy to hear that you're both listening and you're hearing me. What we were going to say though was that when I first joined that company, my dream was to work on the Hetaeron Guard, and I know I had to, it was a test for myself, I know that, and I know the responsibility of being allowed to work on Mr. Bly's 30k game. Alright, I don't play it though, I just love the Hetaeron Guard. So, what I've done is, I put me heart and soul into these rules, pet. I'm sorry. But Big Tony, he was very supportive of her. And what was done is I've gone to Big Tony because he's a senior member at team. And I did not know it were policy to make units that have rules but no models. I did not know that because, to be fair, I don't play orcs or nothing like that. So I've always played Space Marines straight down the line, do you know what I mean? Meat and two veg type of guy. I've only played a Space Marine, so, you know, I've heard the kind of rumour, but I thought maybe they were just stupid. I did not know, and I've engaged with Big Tony on the Forge World, gone across the road like, and he was very supportive. He said he'd have the boys working on him straight away, because to be fair, it's just got a cloak on and it's got two swords, you know what I mean? So I thought it wouldn't be much bother. I thought we'd be able to whip something like that up quick. But do you think we're going to be able to get this book out with a full Custodes listing now? And people say this is fully fleshed out faction. What? If it's only got 2 elite slots? You know, I think people would be alright because it's a very strong army list, to be fair. It's such a strong army list, I thought, you know what, people will be happy to wait and maybe say I'm going on a bit now, but I thought maybe, perhaps maybe, maybe it'd get a bit of a buzz going, you know what I mean? If there were models, there were rules in there for there was the models, people would think, what, we man? Are we the lads? Look, Canada, there's rules, but there's no models. I'm going to keep collecting and buying Mr. Jopen's workshop. I don't know your name. Sorry. I am sorry. On Scouse there, well, because sometimes when I've got Scouse affective disorder, and I can get Scouse when I get nervous. Oh my. If people say this is an ally faction and they buy less because you want to spend 6 months at least drawing up a fucking pretty picture, some cunt down there to make you've heard Big Tony on the phone to me, he's crying. He's crying his eyes out. He wants to fix the fucking resin. I said, you ain't doing that, mate. I've got to say no to him twice in one day now because of you. Explain yourself. Oh no, don't say that, man. That's bad. I didn't want Big Tony to cry over it or nothing, and I got to take full responsibility for that, man. Big Tony's been like a father to me. My real father goes and worked there for a long time. As you know, he did the elder. But oh man, oh, it's really got me though. I'm sorry. I overstepped the mark trying to get me models. I know, I see it now. I know what you're saying. Will you explain it some more to me anyway? I'm gonna go. Oh. I'm not having it. Right. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm telling you now what's going to happen. I've got it here. Shh. Shut up. Slag. Right, you seen this? What's that? What's them? Yeah. Fucking Grey Knight Terminator Squad. Fucking talk to me about full lists. Fucking Grey Knights. Remember that? Right, now what's this? What's that? You already do them. Like, come that with me. We didn't know about your Meridian swords when we made the kit, did we? And I weren't going to hold it up, like I said, 6 months a year, just to put a couple of swords that was already in a fucking Grey Knight box. And listen to this. If I want to make Meridian swords, yes, we're explicitly saying that they are modelled by 2 swords on a model. Oh no, there's no dual swords in here. There's only one big stupid fat one. You can't have 2 of them. So I want to make them. I'm little Timmy down the shop. Boo hoo, right? Take your mummy. I bet she's got some cans on her as well. I can have it. Right? You take her down there, you say, Mummy, put them away, I'm full. Take me down there, get me a Custodes box. However, me and me mates, we've been playing this new game, right? We've been playing the Horus Heresy 40K. Right, you see where I'm fucking going, don't you? What else is on the shelf? You're going to talk to the friendly man in the store. He's already been on you for 20 minutes anyway. Good. That's what I want. Taking up space. Fucking work. Taking up space in my rig, right? My gaff. Every shot's my fucking gaff. Got to pick up another box. Speak to mate. He says, buy them. There you are. What's 2 of them? It's 37 fucking 50. You buy the Wardens, probably fucking same or more. That's what I've used there is Wardens. I've already got it up! I'll show you how! But you, I've got fucking gas now because of that. You're stressing me out, boy. Now you're here because I like your dad. I don't like him that much, alright? You're on thin ice. Next time you're doing rules, I don't care how much you like them, think of how many kits we can get in to make one fucking model. The more the better, alright? It's about kits. About kids. Right, hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed that bit of fun. We're going to use our AK Interactive True Metal Waxes here. So get yourself some paint thinner. I mean proper paint thinner. What did I use? You could use isopropyl or you could use white spirit. And then just get yourself a very light dry brush. You can see me losing everything I can off the brush there. We start with copper and we're going to work our way up to gold. With this I did copper, bronze, then gold. Bronze is very goldy. Gold is basically a highlight of bronze. It don't really read any different, that's the thing, you see, because it's not really gold. It ain't actually gold. It's wax with pigment in it, and it just goes on acting really easy, so that's what I used. Anyway, go for a light, heavy-ish, whatever, dry brush, till you like how it looks. That's the bit people aren't telling you, right? There's no right or wrong way. Do it till you like how it looks. I like how it looks when I do it this way. I'll speed it up. And with this stuff, another tip, you don't need to wait for it to dry really, it will blend straight in, wax on wax. You can get some nice blends that way. It's very hard to blend metallics otherwise, or it's harder without starting to glaze and mess around. Just get wax and just wax it on each other because it's wax. You mix the wax into the other wax and then just wax in it. Wax. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax it, wax it. Right, the second stage of this technique, let's be serious and call it a technique. It's not, it's just layering up wax. It's easy. Everyone can do it. And this is not how to get a Golden Demon winner. Because you're only going to do that by practicing for years and having 10,000 hours or something mental to put into a model in the year. Most people don't. It's not an accessible competition for 99.9% of you probably. There's like 10 lads who can win it if they have the time that year. Anyway, that's not a rant. Look, I'm just dry brushing, over brushing, getting wax on it, and then trying to put on the higher bits a lighter colour. And this is now your mid-tone. My mid-tone. This is what's going to make it actually look gold. This is ironically brass. You could just use gold. I've got gold and I thought I'd use it as a highlight, and then I looked, didn't really work, so what I did is I used aluminium silver highlight, which is typical for gold. Easy peasy. I'll talk again when we wash it. Actually, you know what? I'll talk now because I don't know what order I did things in. Also, I need to work on the lighting when I'm painting gold and stuff. But here is a tip that may or may not be known. There's a range of paints with a satin finish that I quite like. The Mecha Colour range from Vallejo. And obviously a satin finish is a semi-gloss, slicker type of finish. So for his black cloak, right, Hetaeron Guard obviously got black cloaks to signify their fate of the Emperor or something like that. I don't know why, but they do. So I painted it grey, which is like this would be an extreme highlight colour for black. Again, I'm trying to do things fast, one pass if I can. Obviously, it's got great coverage because it's much more pigmented than white as well. So we paint the thing in a satin. That's going to give you a nice finish to then apply a wash over. And then you could leave it at the wash stage because the wash does actually go really nice over that. And then what I also did was I just went, fuck it. Let's go over it again with the black contrast back to Templar, just to black it right down. And I think it worked quite well. While it was... I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy, I'm trying to tell you what I did now. So when you see... Oh, anyway, I'm still gonna... and I might tell you then as well, who knows. I don't know now as I'm making it. But I'll let this grey dry. I don't know what grey it was. It's a Mecha Colour grey. As I'm letting it dry, well, I let it dry. Then washed it, let that dry. Control the wash. That's all you got to do with washes. You just, with a wash, that's the one thing that you can't just leave. You have to just have a look, where's it pooling while it's wet. Don't let it half dry and do it, and just control it a little bit. That's it. There's no mystery to that. You know, it's in the shadows. That's where it should be more collected. But when I put the contrast paint on, that was the time to go back and get some more of this grey, and I was just putting some highlights on then just to blend them in slightly. Because you paint on contrast, on top of contrast, the wet surface will blend stuff in for you. I was experimenting with that a bit. I could have done it better, but I wanted to get a video out. Remember, you could just do it better. Look, I'm not here to show you how good I am at painting. I'm not that good. But I am terrifically lazy. I'm very astute at doing things as quickly as possible. On Paint GPT. Anyway, that's what that is. Here we go with the wash. Now watch how this wash goes over. Look, because it's a satin finish. Look at that, instant. Isn't that beautiful? Now again, I'm very lazy. You could do a better job. Take more time over it. I'm here to show you getting this stuff on the tabletop as quickly as possible. Ironically, nothing I own is painted almost. As I'm that lazy that even doing stuff as fast is boring. But look at that. Now this is similar. This is what's lovely about this whole model. The wax gives you the same thing because it's wax. It's just it's a much flatter, slicker surface. But it's wax. It's just water runs away from wax, right? So when you wash Reichland Flesh Shade all over the gold, it dries lovely for some reason. It dries differently. I swear. That's right here. That click was annoying. Yeah, it's the best way. I'm just admiring my own work now, just looking at it. That's a lovely model. I could have done the swords a lot better, Jesus Christ. But you can. I'm just trying to get it done quick. Is it a cop-out? Maybe. It's true, though. Right, here you go. I've got the Reikland flesh shade out, and I'm just gobbing it on. Because it's not going to stay like that. I use it as a way of holding the wash while I'm busy. So I can just wick it from there on the brush, move it around, and then when I like how it looks, that's all you're doing. It's just how, when you like how it looks, you can go, I'll leave that there, and go back to the pot and get some more for somewhere else. But you can see there how it just sits oddly on the model and runs away from recesses. It's perfect. You might want to mix Reikland flesh shade with black, maybe, or even green. For gold, you can do all sorts of fun stuff because gold's so mental. You wouldn't have gold armor, would you? It would just be like rubbish muck. Easy as that. You can see I've done his red plumage. That's just my fist on red, and then I go over it with a dark red contrast. I can never remember the name. Contrast. I don't know why. Weird, they're just a thick wash, isn't it? That's probably why in my head I just want to say wash. And then highlight it with scarlet, or even saying scarlet, or any other light red you have. Really doesn't matter. And that's basically how to paint the whole thing, isn't it? And I do the swords. I did the swords with like blue wax and then steel wax, and then I experimented on the blade to see if you could do that silly effect for power swords. You could if you cared more than me. I don't care that much. It's all highlighted with silver. You could go in and do more edge highlights if you wanted it, but not in there. Not really. And then I based it. I did the gems with green contrast, just stuck a dot on there. Done. Looks bloody lovely. I'll try and take a better photo of it. You've probably at this point seen a better image of it than you're getting from the camera because I'm just using an overhead light and that's not really the best for that. Slagging myself off now, but also that is a really nicely painted tabletop miniature. There you go. Done. It took me how much time in real time? I don't know. Bit of drying time, but I could paint 2,000 points of that in a day. No problem. You could pick out any army list you want. 2,000 points. I'll paint it in a day. That's the challenge. So anyone, drop that in the comments. Then I know you've got this far. I know you're a cool kid. And cool kids are cool and can tell me what to do. Not really. But in terms of if you want me to do a 2,000 point army in a day, paint it to tabletop, man, that's got to be a job, innit? If you paint 2,000 points of Custodes in a day, how much are they going to cost you? It depends on the army list. But if you 3D printed it, probably not legal. Doesn't matter. Or does it? Anyway, yeah. I'll talk again if there's anything to talk over, but there's not really. The swords, like I say, it's just more metal. And then we blackwashed some bits. I couldn't be bothered. Right, I love you boys. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Oh, let me know if you liked a little bit of silliness at the beginning. And I'll do more of it. Let me know if you hated it, and I'll do less of it. Maybe. I mean, I'll do whatever I want. That's going to happen. Okay, bye. Oi! You! Fucking body bollocks! He ain't fucking, he's a cunt, this boy. You! Boy! He don't want to face the music. He don't want to face the music. I've had him fucking years ago on a penal legion. You fucking penal bollocks! Don't get me started on Guavesa. Who do you think was fucking 3-1 on a fucking Cadian fucking kit, mate? Guavesa, penal legion, putting a stripe on them. It's the same kit. The 31st fucking millennium. Anyway, this is how to speed paint. Just quickly paint a Hetaeron Guard. I built it as well. I might put build footage in there, but that is boring. I just chopped up. Chop up grey knights and he gets great big fat hands. Enjoy the video. In the video, I saw presenters presenting in the video. Watch it now. YouTube. YouTube.